Section 2 of the Motion to Deviate from Child Support Guidelines requires you to list the total of any independent income or assets of the children common to both parties. This may include income from Social Security, gifts, stocks or bonds, employment, trust funds, investments, or other sources of income. Once you list the total value of assets that belong to the child or children, as well as the total monthly income of the child or children, you must attach an additional sheet with an explanation of these assets and or the income that is attributed directly to the child or children. Ensure that you attach this additional page or pages with your explanation to the motion when it is filed with the clerk of court. Section 3 of the Motion to Deviate from Child Support Guidelines requires you to list the expenses for all children common to both parties. All amounts listed must be monthly in nature. Ensure that you make the appropriate calculations to put in to each section that is applicable an amount that is monthly in nature for the expenses for the children in common to both parties. If there are expenses in common to both parties for the children in common to both parties that are not part of one of the categories listed in lines 1 through 22, make sure to check off the box labeled Other and fill in the amounts for these other expenses, and then explain below in lines 23, 24, and or 25 to notify the court of the nature of these other expenses. If you need additional space in order to explain these other expenses, make sure to put these additional details on an additional page and ensure that the additional page is attached to your motion when you file it with the court. Once you have listed all of the expenses for the children common to both parties, make sure to add lines 1 through 25 and put this total amount in the space provided on line 26.